Maybe it is the X's and O's. What is going on, college football degens? We are here today looking a little forward at the release of College Football 27, and I'm here giving you my breakdown of what I believe the most important and impactful coaching skills that your coordinators can have will be. We are all looking for an edge in our dynasty moving into 27, and one of the most important passive edges you can have has been completely redone. The coaching carousel was basically non-existent in 25 and 26. You would fire your coordinators and pray that someone decent was out there. Well, that's gone. Now we are able to seek out specific coordinators, and once and for all, the randomness is completely gone and the feeding frenzy will have begun. So before we jump into what I believe the most impactful coordinator coaching skills will be, let's go over the changes in 27. Okay, so you'll be able to offer any coach for any position. You think you can land Kirby Smart as your defensive coordinator? Go for it. Now they're going to cost dynasty points, which will impact how much you have left for NIL and facilities. So if you spend too much on your coordinators, you might not have the same amount of NIL power going into recruiting. You can offer up to 6 coaches at a time, and if you're playing offline, I don't really even think that's necessary. Unless you're a cheapskate and you're just giving out bare minimum offers. I think you'll find the coordinator you want, throw your dynasty points at them, and get exactly who you're looking for. Moving into the coaching abilities, we've seen the Rainmaker skill added for anyone who has the MVP Plus subscription, and we can make a fair assessment that will probably involve NIL. I'm sure it'll be good for anyone, but a lot of people who are playing in online dynasties, I'm sure it'll be turned off. So let's base things around what will actually have the accessibility to. Based on everything we've seen, the coaching skills appear that they'll stay the same. And with that said, here's what I would seek out for my coordinators moving into College Football 27. Number 1, talent developer. Talent developer is so strong in my opinion, adding that huge jump for freshman and sophomore that you really don't even need to be an elite recruiter. But to get talent developer, you are also pouring into recruiter and motivator, which are solid skills within themselves. Number 2 is elite recruiter. Recruiter is always one of the easiest routes to go in terms of coaching skills, as having access to land better recruits will obviously propel your university quicker. The hidden advantage of having your coordinator stacking a skill like elite recruiter will allow you to go into more off-brand skills. Maybe you want to go into scheme guru, maybe you want to go into architect, something like that, but having those coordinators with elite recruiter will make up for it. Although NIL will play a role in getting a recruit, at the end of the day, having something like elite recruiter and getting more hours towards recruits will obviously help with the recruiting aspect. Certainly when the NIL numbers match up, this could tip the scales. Number 3 is program builder. Of course, if you can get a head coach as a coordinator that has something like CEO or program builder, it could be an absolute game changer. Now, the offset balance to this is these coordinators will not be cheap. They might be upwards of 5, 6, 7, maybe 1,000 dynasty points. That could break the bank for some of these smaller schools. The pipeline boosts that the program builder gives you, in my opinion, are very important, certainly in those dynasties that are going to begin in the very start of 27 and they're going to go all year long. Number 4 is the strategist skill. I think this skill is often overlooked, but yet we all focus on getting those visits in with recruits, don't we? The ability to have more impactful visits is extremely important, and it can help you win those battles where you probably shouldn't have or you wouldn't have without it. Again, remember, although NIL is going to play a factor in this game, these are the types of skills that can tip the scale in your favor to win those recruits. Number 5 is scheme guru. This one's an interesting one to me, and something I never was really able to truly test out in 26. The stacking of scheme guru, though on the surface appears it could be very powerful for something like running a hurry-up offense with both coordinators having fast tempo offense, along with something like ground and pound. I mean, defending the hurry-up offense already can be a nightmare, and adding in those double stack coaches that lean into it, you might be the most frustrating person to play in your online dynasty. Now, one that I went for over and over and over again in College Football 26 that I personally would skip until proven otherwise is architect. The in-game XP earned was so minor it didn't even really matter. The random chance for a skill cap to break was almost non-existent. Overall, it just didn't have nearly the same returns as something like Talent Developer had. Now, I am a believer in stacking skills. Instead of spreading everything out, To me, there's just nothing better than having something like talent developer on two coordinators and yourself, and seeing an elite dev player get over 100 skill points as a freshman and as a sophomore to level themselves up. You can cover all your bases and spread out the wealth, getting your coaches to cover all different bases, but personally, I'm not a fan of that. In my opinion, stack them up, really go hard into something you like. All right, let me ask you, what skills are you interested in seeing in 27, and what is your strategy for your coordinators? Once again, we'll be testing out as much as possible in College Football 27 upon the release of the game over at the CFB Lab Discord. Link is in the description. Thank you for all the support, and once again, ODB out.